Hey, loves. All right. So, I was doing the question and answers. I'm going to be answering a few questions from some of you guys. So, about a week back, just about a week back, maybe 3 or 4 days, I was doing just kind of like a who would like to ask me a question. I did this like back maybe about a month ago, and I want to do it again just to kind of reach out and have see anyone if they have any questions for me. And I got a good amount, so I was able to just about have enough, about five, to answer. So let's begin. Uh, why did I choose to become a furry? J furry. Why did I become a furry? It was, well, it was very inspirational when I first joined. I was really drawn to a lot of attention the furries were getting, and I was like, cool, I would love to be like them. I want a fursuit, just like how anybody is in the furry fandom. They want a fursuit, they want to have the art, they want to have a persona, they want to, be super inspired. So I was like, what a way to be one, join one. It absolutely is an all open arms community. We accept just about anybody. And I was like, yeah, I'll absolutely love to join. Was able to get, a very well paying job, was able to get two fursuits, and, after probably around a year or so of back in 2015, I was able to get two fursuits, have, the absolute, trying to think of the word. I want to say I got the absolute best of a FurCon when I went to Arizona FurCon 2015, and it was the best FurCon I have ever gone to. Still to this day, because it was my very first con. I met a lot of very nice people that were all around the community who I still, get to see to this day and are friends with. It's just an amazing experience. That's one of the many great reasons why I became a furry, and still am one to this day. Probably won't ever turn back. Number two. Alright. One of my really good friends, Found Wellpaw. Why did you decide to change the appearance of your persona? Well, 2.0. Rockus. Well, I personally, I don't. I like the new design. I wanted something new. Honestly, I don't know how to answer that question, other than the fact that I really wanted something, maybe not attention seeking, but something different, I guess. I've had such the same design, and then I was coming up with Rockus 2.0 and absolutely fell in love with it. Me and my fursuit maker, like, she opened Rockus when it was an artistic liberty, when we first started the 1.0 back 2015, and just, 2017 now, I mean, fursuits are changing. Artists have changed their designs. They've become more better. I thought maybe to change my design, I would think it would be just as much better as to improve as a 2.0. I'm only coming out just, from this beginning of the year, and, I absolutely love just, the amount of attention that some of the fursuit has been able to achieve and get through. And I thought, hey, maybe I could do the same thing, get a 2.0, and, have just the same amount of fun. I mean, I'm still going to keep this guy absolutely no matter what. I'm going to bring him to cons. 2 extra fursuits is a pain in the butt to manage, I'll be honest. So, just thought of switching things up. Everyone needs a 2.0 or a better version. Or is it? Alright, question number 3. Alright. What makes you feel accomplished? What makes you feel accomplished, or like you did extraordinary that day? Okay, well, I can see where this is going. I set goals on a daily basis. I'll set goals on a monthly. I'll set more goals on a yearly basis. You know, everybody has goals in life. They either want to be accomplished, they either want to be rich, they either want to be happy, they want to be, you know, find love, they want a fursuit, whatever the odds may be. Everybody has a goal in life. And so my goal is to do something small, improve on a, you know, better yesterday for today, for a better tomorrow. I've said this throughout a couple of videos, and I'm just gonna say it again. You know, just never stop, you know, going for your goal. Whether if you couldn't do it today, attack it tomorrow better than what you could have yesterday. That's it. Why am I a rainbow husky? Well, yes, okay, I'll admit, this is the rainbow husky. The Aurora Husky, the Aurora Sled Dog for 2.0 Rockus, that is the more character I feel personally connected with. Personally connected with. Sorry, English is bad. Rainbow Husky, like I've said, he is more of showing my colors. So, as to other words, he's more of like how I am in person and how everybody should be. Like, show you true colors. You know, why be one or two or three colors when you could be the whole rainbow? And yeah, so I was like, you know, what better way to shine and be as bright as you can be? Try and be like Rockus. And I loved him. The fursuit turned out even just as better than, you know, my thought and my original design. So, yeah. And that's about it. Last question. Ice cold. How much has your life changed since I've joined the furry fandom? It's a very good question, honestly. Personally, I don't revolve my life around the furry fandom. You know, I work, I have, you know, my personal life, I have my family. You know, I care about my mom a lot. Her and her stage 4 breast cancer. You know, if you're ever watching this, Mom, I love you. And I don't really talk about family a whole lot, or friends a whole lot. I probably should. But you know, on my personal life, to my fursuit life, to just my furry life in general, you know, I like to get out there. I like to be who I want to be. You know, it's just like any other cosplay. You know, you just want to be that character. And then you have your job, you have your life, you have, you know, that on the side, but that's actually your life. Just like what the furry fandom is, it's just on the side. It hasn't really impacted my life a whole lot. I've just met nicer people in the fandom, and when I joined that, people are questionable. People are like, hey, why are you, you know, like, dressed as a dog? Or, hey, you know, like, what's with the crowd or the suit or whatever? And, you know, you just get that experience to tell them, like, hey, this is what I do for fun. And, you know, you just kind of educate them. And people are like, wow, all right, well, thanks again. You have a nice one. I'm like, hey, you too, honestly. So, that's about it. And if you guys want to see videos similar to this one, if you guys want to ask me more questions, I'll absolutely be sure to make more videos similar to this one. So if you guys want to like, comment, rate how I did, and subscribe if you guys love the videos. That